thinking it's sinuses, and I'll tell you why. I was taking the cat out for a walk yesterday. I might need to move the car. I don't know if YouTube is like TikTok where they'll shut you down if you're driving because I'm in my car. I'm really late on work, which is common on Mondays. Mondays are just a barrel of a day. We're in numbers. I might have to move if I'm in this guy's way. I'm still kind of at work in the work parking lot. You can see the truck behind me. All right, let's get into Numbers 11. I apologize. This is going to be a quick live. I still have to drive home, and I'd like to exercise in 40 minutes. I said we were going Numbers 11. Yes, and this is This is titled "Fire from the Lord," which, by the way, is not in my Bible at home. So this is just a slightly different version. So, Numbers 11, fire from the Lord. Now the people complained about their hardships in the hearing of the Lord, and when he heard them, his anger arose. Then fire from the Lord burned among them and consumed some of the outskirts of the camp. And when the people cried out to Moses, he prayed to the Lord, and the fire died down. So that the place was called Taberah, because the fire from the Lord had burned among them. The rabble, with the beginning of the crave of food. And again, the Israelites started wailing and saying, if we only had meat to eat. We remember the fish we ate in Egypt at no cost, also cucumbers, and melons, and leeks, and onions, and garlic. But now we have lost our appetite. We never see anything but this manna. Remember, God was still sending that angel food, technically. Think about it. He was sending that manna down. The manna was like a corner seed and looked like raisin. And the people went around gathering it, and then grounded it into a hand mill and crushed it into a mortar. They cooked it in a pot, or they made it into cakes, and it tasted like something made with olive oil. Then the dew settled on the camp at night, and the manna also came down. Moses heard the people, every family wailing, each at the entrance of the tent. And the Lord became excessively angry, and Moses was troubled. And he asked the Lord, why have you brought this trouble on your servant? What have I done to displease you, to put you in the burden of all these people on me? Did I conceive all these people? Did I give them birth? Why did you tell me to carry them in my arms as a nurse, carrying an infant to the land you promised an oath to their forefathers? Where can I get the meat for all of these people? And they kept wailing to me, give us meat to eat. I cannot carry all these people by myself. The burden is too heavy for me. If this is how you're going to treat me, put me to death right now. If I have found favor in your eyes, and do not let me face my own ruin. And the Lord said to Moses, bring me 70 of the Israel's elders, who has known you as a leader and officials among the people. Have them come to the tent of meeting, that they may stand there with you. And I will come down and speak with you there. And I will take the Spirit upon you and put it in the spirit of them. And they will help you carry the burden of the people, so you do not carry it alone. Tell the people, consecrate yourselves in preparation for tomorrow, when you will eat meat. And the Lord heard the wailing. So you guys seeing that? Like, they were not eating meat. They were eating manna. Because remember, they're still in the wilderness. Until they cried for meat, and the Lord caved. Interesting, huh? If only we had meat to eat. If we were better off in Egypt. Now the Lord will give you meat, and you will eat it. And you will not eat it for just one day or two, but 5 or 10 or 20. The whole month. Until it comes down out of your nostrils, and you loathe it, because you have rejected the Lord, who is among you, and have wailed before him, saying, why did you ever leave Egypt? But Moses said, here I am, among 600,000 men on foot, and you say, I will give them meat to eat for a whole month. Would they have enough if flocks and herds were slaughtered for them? Would they have enough if all the fish in the sea were caught for them? Yeah, Moses is terribly irritated with the people of Israel. And the Lord answered Moses, is the Lord's arm too short? Will you now see whether or not I will come true for you? So Moses went out and told the people what the Lord had said. And he brought together the 70 of the elders that had stand around the tent of meeting. And the Lord came down in the cloud and spoke with them. And he took the spirit that was on him and put it on the spirit of the 70 elders. When the spirit rested on them, they prophesied, but they did not do so again. However, 2 men, whose names were Eldiah and Medaliah, remained in the camp, and they were listed among the elders, but did not go to the tent. Yet the Spirit also rested on them, and they prophesied in the camp. And a young man ran and told Moses, Eldiah and Medaliah are prophesying in the camp. And Joseph, the son of Nun, who had been Moses' aide, sent youth, spoke up and said, Moses, Moses, my Lord, stop them. But Moses replied, are you jealous for my sake? I wish that all of the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put the Spirit on them. And then Moses said to the elders of Israel, return to the camp. Now a wind went out from the Lord, and drove coral in from the sea, and brought them down around the camp to around the 3 feet above the ground, as far as the day walk in any direction. Oh, so they ate fish all that day and night, all the next day, and the people went out and gathered coral. No one gathered less than 10 homers. Then they spread them out around the camp, and while the meat was still between their teeth, and before they could consume, the anger of the Lord burned against the people, and he struck them with a severe plague. Therefore, they placed the name of Kibroth and Habayeh, because they buried the people who had craved their food. They weren't happy with that. Okay, I was trying to figure out what's going on here. From Kibroth and Habervin, the people traveled to Hazareth and stayed there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do 12 also. So I'll have numbers 11 and 12, and we'll pick up 13 tomorrow. Miriam and Aaron began to talk against Moses because of his Cushan wife, for he had married a Cushan. Has the Lord spoken only through Moses, they asked. Has it also spoken through us? And the Lord heard this. Now Moses was a very humble man, more humble than anyone else on the face of the earth. At once the Lord said to Moses, Aaron and Miriam, come out of the tent of meeting, all 3 of you. So all 3 of them came out. I'm just making sure I'm not in anybody's way. All right. We all just drive trucks, you know. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud, and he stood at the entrance of the tent of meeting, summoned Aaron and Miriam, and both of them stepped forward, and he said, listen to my words. When a prophet of the Lord is among you, I reveal myself to him in visions. I speak to him in dreams. But this is not true of my servant Moses. He is faithful in my house. I speak with him face to face clearly, and not in riddles. He sees the form of the Lord. Why then are you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord burned against them, and he left them. And when the cloud lifted from above the tent, there stood Miriam, leprous, like snow. And Aaron turned towards her and saw that she had leprosy. And he said to Moses, please, my Lord, do not hold against us the sin that we have foolishly committed. Do not let her be like a stillborn infant coming from its mother's womb, with its flesh half eaten away. So Moses cried out to the Lord, oh God, please heal her. And the Lord replied to Moses, if her father had spit in her face, would she not have been a disgrace for 7 days? Confine her outside the camp for 7 days, and after she can be brought back. So Miriam was confined outside and the camp for 7 days, and the people did not move until she was brought back. After that, the people left Gerizim and encamped in the desert of Paran. So, you see, the Lord is just, these people are whining, they're complaining. It's not the Old Testament God was evil. are mean. It's just that he's given these people everything. Everything. So they wanted meat, so he gave them meat. They wanted food, he gave them manna. So they are getting everything, but yet they're still complaining. So it's not that the Lord is angry, being an angry God. It's just that the Lord's kind of like, yo, where's your gratitude? All right, guys, I have to blow my nose. I'm sorry. All right. Phew. I got this bit of a cold. I took the cat for a walk, and then I was exercising live, and I was just feeling this congestion build. But I took some sinus stuff, and it actually really helped. So I am stricken with a cold while I read the Bible to you. All right, since we just finished Numbers, I'm going to go ahead and say the Lord's Prayer, and feel free to scroll away or say it with me, and then I'm going to drive home. I'm sorry. I should wait. To turn on the air conditioning or whatever. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the power and the glory forever and ever. To you, O Lord, on both heaven and earth. Amen. Amen. All right, guys. I'm hoping tomorrow I won't be in the car, but I probably will be, because I know my schedule. So tomorrow we'll pick up on Numbers 12. Have yourself a great day, and remember, and as always, be good to one another. Amen. God bless, guys. See you tomorrow.